Okay, folks, we're doing the apple pies right now, and we're doing them by hand because they're just a hair overripe, and the little machine won't work with them when they're overripe like that. So we get to have some fun by doing it the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way is take a knife and peel the apple, save everything that's in here for the pigs or the chickens. They all like it, so they'll all get some of it for Thanksgiving or the day before probably. And we'll just make sure this works. Anything you want to tell them about making it easier or better or whatever, go ahead.
Covered it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to.
We're eating the profits then.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Sweet apple. A friend of ours knows some people that has apple trees, and she got these apples from them for free. So we're making an apple pie for her and her husband and their adopted daughter. And 1, 2 for me. I'll share them with my wife, but I'm a nice guy.
They find this a
little boring.
Yeah.
Well,
watching people peel apples and putting them in a pie shell.
Well, you gotta know that there's more than one way of doing it. And we're just kind of showing them that back to the basics, that
Oh, yes, yeah. That
when
is
they
the
didn't
name
have
of it.
measuring cups and stuff, they'd make the pie plate and they'd just cut the apples right in there, just like Mary's doing right now, and that's the way it was. You ask me how I know that? Because that's the way they did it when I was a kid. And that was a long time ago now. Seems like every year we'll get somebody has apples they want to give us. And when we first moved to this area, I made a deal with the lady in Red Cloud that had 2 different apple trees, and said, we'd make you an apple pie for Thanksgiving or Christmas, your choice, if I can pick up the apples that fall to the ground. And she said, that's a deal. And that worked for a couple of years. And then she moved on, and the new folks made their own apple pies, so I guess that's how that went. But the barter system still works good for a lot of different things. Dog's barking at something out there, but we don't know what, don't even care right now. We're making an apple pie. And this deep dish apple pie is mine. The reason that I'm passing these off to my wife here is so that she knows how many apples she wants in an apple pie. It's worked for 50 years, so I guess she can keep doing it that way for the next 50.
You really are optimistic, aren't you?
Hey, you gotta be. We'll finish up this apple pie, and then I'll shut the camera off again. We'll finish up on the last one, and then we'll turn you back on again for when we're making the pumpkin pies.
Well, aren't you going to show them the egg wash?
Oh yeah. We'll back up a little bit here. I'm going to make an egg wash to put over these before we put them in the oven. And
That makes them get golden brown.
yep. Just like she said, they get golden brown and they really taste good when they look good too.
Sweet.
They are very sweet. Is that enough to do that pie, or you need another one?
Yeah.
One
It's
apple left in this
It's a
bag.
deep dish. Well, let's make the sucker heaping.
Okay.
It is full if you want to just leave it there.
If it's full, that's good then.
Yeah, I'll put one more apple in.
Okay. You know, again, the only reason we're not using the little machine is because these apples are just a little bit too ripe. and it just turns on the inside on the core of the apple without actually peeling it. So rather than me getting frustrated, we just grab a knife and get it done. Seems like every year we get a few apples that are like this. This year we got them all like this. That's okay too. They were free. All we gotta do is the work making them into an apple pie, and they'll be good. Got the oven in there preheating, so it's more than ready now, I think. And okay, so next you need a thing of flour. Oh,
We get the sugar first.
sugar first, 1 cup.
Nope, it's 2/4 of a cup. That's what that is. That measuring.
Oh, okay. 3/4 of a cup of sugar. If I can get it in here. Kind of got it a little hard on me. Okay, there's 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now it needs how much flour?
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon of flour.
It's all the way to the end. Right there you go.
Okay.
You might want to bring that out so they can see what you're doing.
We're just putting it all in this measuring cup just because it's glass and we can see it. And then we'll just kind of mix stuff up in here a little bit. This little whisk takes care of them sugar balls that are in there too, and kind of breaks them down. Okay, now we need a
Half a teaspoon.
teaspoon of this one.
This one's cinnamon, right?
This one is ground cinnamon. We need a 1/2 teaspoon.
I'll just leave it off until we're done.
Okay. Okay. How much on the other one?
1/4.
1/4.
A heaping quarter.
Okay, this is ground nutmeg, so it gets a heaping 1/4 of a teaspoon. There it is there. Take this little plastic thing off here. And we'll get a heaping 1/4 teaspoon. If I can get this thing to read right. There it is right there. How's that move?
That looks good. Which one's that? That's the nutmeg one I know, and that one's the cinnamon one.
Okay.
But I need to put the lids back on this.
Keep the lids on them so the moisture don't get into them. Get them hard like a sugar got. And we stir this in here. Okay, that's stirred in good. Now we sprinkle it over top of the apples. So how does he know that? Because she told me this is how you do it. And she's made them for a long time and done it right. And this is the way I like them, folks. And that's all that matters. Everybody else likes them. If they don't, I'll come over and eat it for them.
I'm putting 2 tablespoons of butter on the top.
Oh, she's putting 2 tablespoons of butter on top of the apple pie here. That way when she puts the crust on there, that'll melt down in there and be just really good flavor to it. What do we do with our fork? Here it is.
That's right there.
Okay.
Want me to show them how the crust is cut to let the steam out?
Mm-hmm. When she has it folded, we can show you on the other one here. If you want to hand me that plate over here for a minute, maybe. What she does, she folds them into quarters and then she cuts them and that then lets the steam out of them.
Can't see it, can they?
Yeah.
Okay. You can do it all fancy, but this is just as good.
This is even better. Makes that crust just nice and stiff and goes good with that apple pie.
I think they get the idea that you like apple pie.
I think they probably did. Okay, we got the apple pies done. Now we're going to give them an egg wash, which will help brown the tops of these pies really good. Make them look top notch.